Okay, I think everything's working. So, first things first, Happy New Year's, everybody. Welcome to 2025. This video is a little late. It should have come out on the 1st, but I legit went to church that night. Not really of my own will, but I had to go to church. So, I came back at like 3 a.m. and then I slept till 11. I just did not feel like making a video. And the day after, I probably should have made this video then, but I never scripted it. I feel like I should have scripted it, or at least bullet put in all my notes, or like made a bullet point of everything I wanted to talk about. So that's why this video is only coming out to you right now, as opposed to coming out yesterday or the actual first. So Happy New Year's. And this video is going to be sort of like 2025 plan video, like what I plan on doing in 2025, and also like talking about like 2024 a bit and like reminiscing over 2024. But I have like three main topics that I want to talk about. So let me just quickly, okay, yeah. So first things first, the last video, I was not expecting it to do as well as it did. When I made that video, I was like really angry because I work right now at Dunkin' Donuts, right? So customer service is, well, it is a job. So when I was making that video, I was like very clearly very angry about like both how I've been playing in Melty Blood, and I was also like unpacking some of my rage from customer service, right? So when I made it, I was like, okay, most of the stuff on my channel only gets like 60 to 70 views within like a day, and it usually like peters out there, right? So like nobody will see this except for like maybe a few people, like maybe Zay or Sane will watch this video and like at me in like a week and be like, haha, very funny video. And no, I posted it in LGNA as like a sort of joke, because normally when I do post my videos there, they don't get any increased viewage, right? So I was like, okay, the title of the video is funny and the thumbnail I put for it is sort of funny, so I just put it on an LGNA, and apparently it broke containment or whatever, or was it really even contained? It's a public video, so it did way better than I thought it would, and that also means I got like a lot of people like being really genuine and giving me their advice on how to deal with that feeling of like stagnation that I've been talking about in that video. Like, I'm going to pull up like all of the comments and talk about them probably like near the very end of this section. But before I do that, let me look at the notepad again. I'm not going to edit this video because it's a New Year's video, really, and it's going to be sort of the same style as the other one, but it's going to be a lot more positive and like forward thinking, I suppose, compared to the last video I made. So, okay, so one of the things I put in my notepad is that I got like a surprising amount of response from the old heads that don't play Melty Blood anymore, like Busy, JG. I think Czar even looked at the video, surprisingly, which is embarrassing, because if you had an eagle eye, or if you had any sort of common sense, you would see that the gameplay in the video on my end was fucking dog shit. Like, I was very clearly playing like extremely pissed, right? Like very mad, and like I got DM'd by JG like the day after I made the video, and he was like, yeah, the video's funny, but you're also doing shit like standing still and crutching really hard on 5A 5B. You're pressing 5C in spots that do not make any sort of sense, and you're letting her whiff shit that she shouldn't be allowed to be whiffed. Like, it was versus F-Tono, like versus the F-Tono set. I just never bothered contesting Tono slashy hands, and my mindset at the time was like, I've recently, anytime I try to whiff punish shit like that, I normally just get 2D'd or whatever. So I'm like, man, fuck it, I don't care, you can just do your slashy hands. And then another, in like the coma set part of the video that I uploaded, Skeleton is like fishing really hard for a counter 623A on an airborne H-Kkohaku, and I just like completely disengaged instead of taking the fact that she's whiffing something in order to like apply pressure. And I think like JD copied like a message that says like, why is this nigga pretty much just letting Skeleton do that shit for free when he has 2C? And I was like, I looked at the timestamp and I was like, damn, that is me. That's my gameplay that I'm looking at. Man, it is ass. Yeah, but like JG was like, you're probably just getting a little bit too complacent, and you have to like look at, because you're missing shit like this that's like really obvious to me while I'm watching it, while listening to you complain, that you're probably my cord for the music fell. Dude, my laptop's audio part is like so loose, the shit keeps coming out of it. Anyway, what was I saying? JG was like, do I have it set so Discord shows up on the second screen? No, I don't. Well, that's Guild Wars, so that's nothing fine. Like, that's Grambly shit. That's not important to keep private or anything. What was it that he said exactly? Yeah, your words are often contradicting the gameplay footage on the screen. To me, this shows you're kind of not watching it as critically as you should be. Like, I'm watching it, but I'm not watching it well enough. And I got a whole bunch of other comments that are gonna pull up, but I was like, I was thinking about it, and though a part of me wanted to be mad, I was like, yeah, that's kind of on the nose. While I've been watching my sets, I probably have not been watching them with as keen an eye as I should have. And I was like, damn, with the gameplay like that in the back while me being mad is, well, I guess it sort of stirs the dissonance of, of the what I'm saying, but like, yeah. So you're not gonna get any more videos like that from me, at least not. Maybe I'll do another one in like the end of 2025, because that was really mostly just me being mad, and I was like, it's the end of the year, fuck it, no one's gonna watch this, I'll just put this out, and maybe like a few people will find parts of it funny. But like I said at the very beginning, instead of a few people, it was more like the entirety of the community watched that video. Like I'm a serial name searcher, and when I looked in it, like there was the video was being posted to LGEU, and some dude was like, I don't like playing H-Kkohaku because anytime I play her, I sound like Amla does. In that video he posted, I was like, holy shit. I was not expecting that video to be posted that much, anywhere near that much, really. Okay. So let me just pull up the comments. I'm gonna pause this gameplay. I don't think I've actually uploaded this set. I think it's versus Alps. It's probably versus Alps, but whatever. So first comment was from Psych. You're more hardworking than a lot of people. People can undermine you all they want, but your efforts will inevitably pay off. And I'm sure Jaw can say, no, you're a phenomenal player, so who cares what anyone else thinks. Sometimes it just helps to have a mental reset as well, whatever that may be for you. Here's to Happy New Year's, and maybe none of this helped, but just being supported. It's nice to see you, Psych. It's been a long time no see. And like, yeah, I get that a lot of that was just me feeling that way mostly. Like, I guess it's not as true. Like, I was probably just in my head a bit about it, but like, yeah. I got like a lot of the support that I was not expecting from that video. Like, this is a comment from Rosh talking about how they enjoy watching me play H-Kkohaku despite being a C-Land player, and how they feel it like in Melee. And it's like, man, I didn't expect the video to like actually like resonate with people again, because I was just making it because I was just mad, and I was like combining my rage from Melty Blood and customer service. Then it was like Chase telling me to not call myself bad at the game, and you know, like, be positive and reinformate, like, the shit you say matters when it comes to shit like this. So it's like, thank you for all your thank everybody who commented. I do appreciate it. And then Busy, like, I did not know Busy still watched Melty Blood content, although I guess I shouldn't really be surprised. Like, he left a long ass comment, and I'm just gonna leave it on the screen. If you want to read it, you can pause it, but it's like really long. And like, he said a lot of shit I agree with, and like how maybe like what I have to start doing is like, maybe I gotta like start, you know, doing like watching vids with also, for the record, this is the TLDR, not the TLDR, this is like after these 4 messages. Like, it's this one first, then this one, then this one, and I don't know if there's one more behind it. And then the very first thing I showed was like the last one, okay? But essentially, Busy was like, you sort of just have to like get better at mind controlling your opponent to like move in positions that are easier for you to deal with than it is for them to deal with. Like, you know that your character might struggle with like anti-airing Tono and when he's like in JC range, right? Then why are you playing into that range? Even if it feels like you have to play into that range, you can probably force it so that Skeleton does not feel like she can play into that range as effectively, and pick like a different game plan, or like restructure your game plan in neutral to be something that's more that better furthers your win con than what you're doing right now. Like, that's just a minor TLDR from the whole section. Like, it was a lot of really good advice in there, so if you want to pause it and read it, like, I'm not gonna read it out loud because I do want to talk about other shit, but like, yeah, I still gotta thank JG and Busy for like DMing and reaching out to me, because I do really appreciate the advice. I didn't respond to it in Discord immediately because I didn't know how to say thank you without being weird about it, but I think I'll type up the DMs to them on Discord and thank them for their advice a little later. And before I move on, like, from the video, it's like, I want to, like, maybe I should just like use that rage. Like, I mean, this was kind of like the original idea between the Melty Masons, like community VOD review, so that we could like all improve together. But maybe I don't have to like make, you know, force content out of it. Maybe I could just do that and put it on the main channel. I don't know, because it feels like it's hard to gather people around in order to do shit like that, especially considering, like, you know, I have parents, and if you ever seen me or heard me on like an old tournament, you know that my parents can just randomly show up in the VOD, and then I don't have like, there's no such thing as a good enough microphone to prevent loud Yoruba from being yelled and being picked up by the stream. So maybe I'll just have to say like fuck it and like record shit like that anyway, or maybe I'll just do it like extremely private and like, you'll be the secret Discord tech or some shit. I don't know, but I want to start doing more VOD reviews with other people, and maybe just start doing more VOD reviews on the channel. Like, I was doing a couple in December. Like, looking back at the shit that my channel was uploading in December, I feel like December was like a step in the right direction. Like, I did like, or was it December, November? I feel like it was mostly December though. Like, I did like a review of a Melty midweek or some shit of my game plans and mistakes, and I feel like I did relatively okay on that review. Although I might have to like, excuse me, I might recheck the review and find out that I was overlooking some shit that I probably shouldn't have been overlooking, maybe in regards to neutral or the way I was running block string offense. But I do like, I think I'm going to start doing more public reviews and maybe start doing more group reviews, and maybe those will be private, because group reviews could be really shit talky to both yourself and the people you're playing against sometimes. So I was like, maybe I shouldn't let those be like public so people don't get their fifis hurt. But I don't know. That's like, but that's it in regards to that video. Okay, I know I rambled a bit, but that's really just all I wanted to talk about in regards to that video. You're not gonna see another rant video like that again in regards to Melty Blood, I promise you. And I'm not good enough at any other game for there to ever be a chance of me making a video like that. Like, even if I dislike a game, like I dislike Strive, I would never like fucking talk about it like that, because I don't care enough about it to talk about it like that. So next things next, I want to talk the next section of the two big three. Yeah, I'm getting tongue-tied. I want to talk about three things, mainly like three big topics. The first one is that last video, and the second of the three big topics is Melty Blood news and like in general. So what's happening in January in return for Melty Blood? Weirdly enough, or not weirdly, I guess I should say sadly, a lot of like arcades have been shutting down. Like really recently, like December 14th or something, we learned that Xanadu was being shut down due to the Apostle Brothers, the lease that they were running on, like running the brackets with, in like the small space in the, not small, it was a pretty good venue actually, but my personal local got shut down. Like, I think I didn't go to any of the final events because I didn't have a car to go with. Like, I've been going with my sister and my mother's car to go to those events, and they were both using the cars on those days. So I sadly missed the very last Xanadu bread and butter. I missed the last like Thursday weekly as well. So I need to find new weeklies that I can go to in the near future. But until then, since normally the days that NPC was running their Melty midweek brackets were the days that I would go to locals. So now that those are my locals don't exist, I suppose I will be entering each and every single midweek Melty, because why not at this point? I want to start getting more practice with brackets and controlling my feelings in them, so I'm probably going to start entering Fuckfest again. I mean, when I used to enter Fuckfest, I used to get really mad about it, but I feel like at this point I just gotta like not really grind online tournaments, because I'm not as bad as I was before. Also, this is a little bit of a tangent, but online tournaments fucking suck, dude. Like you win one game and then you're like you're in the waiting room for like 20 minutes, and it's like nothing you could really do about it, because it's not really like web or VV's or like anybody's fucking fault. Like, well, I guess you could say it's their fault and that they stream too many games, but I get it. Like, you don't want to like just breeze through the whole thing. But the other half is that like I go to work at like 5 a.m. in the morning, dude. I have to wake up at 4, and then these brackets last till like 11 p.m. half the fucking time, and even when they don't end that late, I'm still spending the vast majority of my time in bracket waiting for my set, and it's so annoying. I can't blame them, because I understand running brackets is difficult, and this is just the reality of online brackets. But dude, going to like actual locals and going and entering a bracket there and just being able to like play other people and talk to other people in the middle of the bracket feels so nicer than running an online bracket. And that's not even considering the fact that in an online brackets, if you do snaildom, you can run into EU players, which is like, no offense to EU or LATAM players, but I am not trying to play you for like money on the line. Like, the main reason I enter snaildom is because there's like I don't think snaildom has a prize pool, because if it did have a prize pool, I would actually probably get mad about it, because EU can enter. And like, no offense to EU players, I'm not saying like EU players are like bad or anything, I just do not want to play you guys on like playing 60 millisecond games in this game is like so bad. I'm not sorry that that's like half the reason I dug. Like, the brackets happen like right after I come home from like work, or I'm forced to go to church, and I come back from church and I'm like, dude, now I have to play in a bracket, and like, hell no. That's the main reason I've been ducking for like the last 2 or 3 weeks. But no more ducking, I suppose. I don't have locals to go to, so I might as well carve out some time to join a couple multi-blood brackets or whatever. It will be nice practice for Frosty, I suppose, as well. Another thing that I want to talk about in terms of Melty Blood news was Frosty. Like, I wanted to talk about arcades being closed, and I was supposed to mention H-O being closed, but I already pivoted to Frosty. So, Frosty Fausting is in exactly 2 weeks from now. No, 3 weeks from now. It will happen on the 24th, I believe. Yeah, the 24th. It starts on the 23rd. 24th is Melty Blood. And it's all a one-day tournament, and it's supposed to have like 100+ entrants or something. I don't remember the exact number, but it's going to be a relatively huge Melty Blood African current code bracket. And the advertising that has been going on for the bracket is insane. Like, Zane and Chase I said Zane instead of Zapoke, my bad. Zapoke and Chase have been cooking up a whole bunch of memes on Twitter that have surprisingly like mind controlled a lot of the general public to actually play Melty Blood, which is crazy to me. Like, and Zapoke just made like a video like Melty Blood is broken, like, you know, those Smash videos that spawned a whole like fighting game trend of making videos that showcase how your game is broken or whatever, with text speed, like white text on it or whatever. Like, Zapoke made one of those relatively recently, and I don't know how well it's done, but I think it started to pop off. I didn't check the numbers, I just shared it, and I think it would probably pop off there, but I need to check again. I'm probably not going to do that now, but I'm pretty sure Melty Blood content is on the up and up. Like that meme that Chase posted with the fucking FPCL combo with the with the meaning of life thing, that actually made me cackle. So Melty Blood has been on the up and up, and Frosty is like riding the wave that Con 6 has, you know, produced, which is really nice to see in regards to Melty Blood players and just a resurgence of Melty Blood, really. And now for the last piece of Melty Blood news. H-Kkohaku, which is the Japanese arcade that has been producing the vast majority of Melty Blood Action Skin current code footage for like the last 10 years, finally shut down about last week, which is very sad to see. But also something that was even sadder to see was that well, not sadder, but I guess just as sad, is that the owner of H-Kkohaku was actually deleting all of the VODs, and they said that they had up until February 28th or 30 or whatever to finish all of the VODs, to back up all the VODs, because after that they would delete the VODs forever, which is crazy because MeltyBlood.games is like 90% H-Kkohaku VODs. So if you get rid of that shit, like how the fuck are people supposed to research old characters, right? Like I think Makoto Fox posted something along the lines that like when the chefs retire, they should leave a few recipes, you know, so that people can still cook after them. But apparently, like there was a huge scramble in the like serious discussion of main chord about how the fuck are we supposed to archive over 300 VODs of like 10-hour plus gameplay. But apparently Raku-chan is on the case. But if you want to help the archival effort or whatever, please enter main chord and tell them in serious discussion or cc.wiki or whatever. I'm surprised on how far the rant video reached, and I know this one's not gonna get as much, you know, clicks because it's slightly more positive or whatever. But if you see this video and you have like a whole bunch of fucking storage space on like a drive or whatever that you can contribute to this, it would be very greatly appreciated if you could help restore old Melty Blood content and gameplay in case Raku-chan is not able to store all of it or re-upload all of it in time. So this is just like a call. Look, if you got access to like a whole bunch of storage space, please help store the old gameplay footage of H-Kkohaku. It's really sad to see a whole bunch of arcades like Xanadu and H-Kkohaku. I think another arcade closed in like Midwestern. Like I said Midwestern, but you know what I mean. In the Midwest, another arcade closed too. So a lot of arcades are closing. Make sure you support your local, man. Because like I said earlier, online tournaments, I love that we have them. They're also sort of unfun compared to like regular locals. So make sure you go out to your regular locals and you support them, man. And that's it for like the current Melty Blood news. I don't think there's anything that is happening this month that is of like as much note as H-Kkohaku closing and Frosty Faustings. There was the exhibition for getting me, Nick, Sine, and Chase and Ryder all to go to Frosty Faustings, and we are all red, I'm pretty sure. I am about to book my flight either today or tomorrow, so I will be there at Frosty Faustings. I want to try to top 8. That was the goal for Climax at night. I only got 17th. I want to see if I can get top 8 this time. But right now, I think I just got like chill a little bit and like maybe either like get better at controlling the way I play the game or get better at analyzing the way I analyze the game, and like, you know, cut a bit of the rage that I've been applying towards this game and just find something else, or like completely rethink the way I'm approaching neutral right now. And with that, we are moving on to the third and final topic of this like New Year's video, which is like the future resolution stuff. Like it's a New Year's video that like where you're not expecting shit like what I plan on doing in like 2025, man. But, like no way. Okay, so when it comes to like 2025 shit, I want to like actually like get like an actual vision for this channel and shit. So this is mostly still going to be a hobby that like there's no way I'm ever going to get enough watch hours to get like money from niggas watching fucking Melty Blood, dude. But there's a few things I want to like upkeep and change in 2025. So if you're watching this far, if you got any thoughts on what I'm talking about here, just say so. So first things first, I want to talk about like other games on the channel. Mostly right now, of course, I am a Melty Blood content creator in air quotes, because I mostly just upload like VODs, which is like so low effort anyone could do it. But the plan right now in regards to VODs is that I'm going to like create a playlist for all of them, but I don't know if I want to like unlist them from the main channel and just make them findable via that playlist, because right now what I do is I don't like upload every single VOD I create, because it would just spam people's sub boxes. I don't have a lot of people sub to me, but I figured that if I was I figured it would be like really fucking annoying to have like a trillion H-Kkohaku VODs show up every single fucking day, because I decided to go on a grind spree and decided to upload all of them. Because like what I do right now is I mostly only upload vids that like piss me off or something. I don't even win most of my sets as of recently, so when I get like pissed off frequently enough, I just post the video because I can look at it later. When I win sets, I typically don't review them, which is probably an issue, but whatever, that's not super big right now. So what I'm thinking is that like I create a playlist, right, and then I unlist all the VODs on the channel, but the playlist is public so people can find the VODs. But if you guys don't want me to do that and you just want them on the channel, that's fine too. But I'm still gonna make the playlist so that I can like organize like the VOD content and like the shit like me yapping. Like I also need to create a playlist for me yapping, and I think right now there's like no like I don't have like a concrete plan or idea for yapping videos. Like I have like a few, like I had like one that I was going to make last year, but I got like really lazy towards the end of last year, so I never ended up making it. It was supposed to be talking about Melty Blood air neutral and what I deem to be real air footsies in air quotation marks, like no meme air footsies, but real air footsies. But I never ended up making it because I'd have to create a whole bunch of dummies, and I was kind of curious on like, should I bother yapping about this, or should I like edit it down and like make an actual like cohesive argument with the video? So that's actually something I've been interested in trying to do, like content wise. Melty Blood, do I like make like Say Jam style discussion videos about Melty Blood mechanics or my interpretations of Melty Blood? Do I do shit like that? Because like if we're being real here, unlike most other shit on YouTube, there's like, if people want to watch Melty Blood, there's like no one to fucking watch. That's like half the reason like sometimes my VODs will randomly pop off, because like what else are you fucking watching in regards to Melty Blood edited content? Right now there's a whole bunch of really good Melty Blood edited short form content by Chase, Zapoke, and like a few others, and NPC, Vivi, and Web are like holding down the tournament scene. But in terms of like Melty Blood, like I'm not gonna say high quality, because that kind of shits on Zapoke and Chase's work, because their shit is high quality. But like more in-depth Melty Blood content, there's a lack of it, really, because the game's old and it's going through a resurgence about now, right? And we didn't have like training tool like 5-10 years ago. So like, do I want to be that for Melty Blood? Do I want to like do all that editing for like free? Because like I love talking about Melty Blood, which is the reason I even bothered doing the first yapping video on here. But do I like editing? Do I love Melty Blood so much that I'm willing to like waste time that I could be using to learn to draw or learn to improve at Melty Blood itself in order to fucking edit videos? Something that I very much do not like doing, but maybe I would like doing it. I don't know. I do have a project that I do want to edit for this channel eventually, so I think I'm going to start aiming for like one yapping video that is like this, like scripted and has like a couple of training mode dummies set up. But also I'm thinking about doing like a single edited video a month in regards to Melty Blood topics. Like maybe I could revisit like old yapping videos and turn them into short form edited content that are like 10-15 minutes of like well edited content regarding Melty Blood. Like, and another thing about Melty Blood is that I've personally as myself as a person, I've been trying to learn to draw. Like I've been doing it for about a whole last year now, but I've been really on and off in regards to learning to draw every single day. Like what usually happens is I start drawing for like a week and then I stop again, and then a whole month will pass and then I start drawing again. And I want to start forcing myself to like draw at least 10-15 minutes every single day, and maybe spend like 1 or 2 hours of a couple of days in order to study and learn and get like good at art. Like good enough to like maybe draw anime girls. I can't believe I fucking said that out loud, but it's true. I want to learn how to draw like both cool and hot stuff. And I also was thinking that maybe a good way to force myself to draw would be to force myself to make thumbnails for my YouTube content, like just cool like sketch drawings for the YouTube thumbnails. And that starting from February this year, I would no longer do like the auto YouTube thumbnails or just meme thumbnails or shit like that. Like, of course, the thumbnails are going to be bad drawings, mainly made by me. and they're going to have issues because they're going to be drawings made by me. Like, I'm not like a thumbnail creator, and it's fucking Melty Blood, so I'm never going to like draw like a real, I'm never gonna put a red arrow on the thumbnail for what it's worth. But but like, yeah, I was thinking that maybe starting February I could start like drawing thumbnails, and if I start doing like one edited video a month, like that's a pretty light workload. I think like it shouldn't be like hyper difficult, I feel. So maybe that would be like a nice way to start and learn if I actually like doing it or not. And even if I don't like doing it, I feel like the edited videos I could produce in like starting February could be of use to this scene. And maybe I'd be able to create the H-Kkohaku guide that I've been talking about making for like 2-3 years at this point. Like, and actually make it a video as opposed to just a long text write-up. Because anytime I think I'm about to make the H-Kkohaku guide, I get really disillusioned with my current performance and I just stop. And I go back to the being bad cave where I lab combos and Okizeme and try to see what I'm losing to in neutral and then take the wrong lessons from my VOD reviews or whatever, right? So in regards to other plans for the channel in 2025, I do want to make Granblue shit, actually. Like, I've been playing Granblue for so long that it's a part of me, it's as much a part of me as Melty Blood is, which is weird to say because there's like barely any Granblue shit on this channel. So I feel like I do want to like maybe like do like edited vlog style videos that center around like Guild War and hard content, because when it comes to like yapping and Granblue, that there's like a whole bunch of fucking people that do that already, and they do it way better than me, and they're like in top 50 crews and shit like that. Those guys live and breathe Granblue, like a certain element for Granblue. Like there's Aku, there's AGT 500. I don't feel like there's a point in like another yapper in the not Melty Blood, in the Granblue fantasy scene. Like, it doesn't need to exist, frankly. But maybe like me just taking like once a month I do like center something around an event and farm or learn or do something with like an element and like hard content or something, and I just make a nice 5-10 minute video stored around me learning shit in Granblue. Because while I'm not bad in Granblue by any means, my account's actually pretty I have literally every single Providence summon, and I'm really well invested in Fire. Excuse me. And I'm relatively well invested in Light and Earth too. I'm primal in all three of those elements, and my Magna is good for all the other elements too. But like, I understand that most of the people who watch me for Melty have zero interest in Granblue, so but that's fine to me, because I just want, like, the Granblue shit is mostly for me. But in regards to that, I want to talk about like other video games on this channel. I'm for what it's worth, other than Granblue, I don't think I'm going to do non-Melty shit or non-FG shit on this channel anymore. Like, I'll probably play Uni 2 and BlazBlue Central Fiction, because before Xanadu was closing, there was a budding BlazBlue Central Fiction scene in my, that I was noticing in my locals. I was too much of a pussy to ever play and be bad, but there was also someone playing Plus R in my locals, and I actually like that game. I have like 300 hours in that game. I'm like bad at it. I'm bad because I put my 200 hours in like 2 whole ass years ago, before I was even good at Melty Blood. So I'm not good at Plus R, but I would not mind playing Plus R or BlazBlue Central Fiction, and maybe getting good at those games and like playing them at locals or whatever. There's probably more locals in Maryland that I just don't know about other than Xanadu, but I do have to like look for those. And while I look for those, I will just, you know, I might like record me trying out BlazBlue Central Fiction or Plus R on this channel or whatever. But back to the main point. Other than Granblue and those other FGs, you don't have to worry about this channel being like a random Let's Play channel. I do not think I'm funny enough to carry like a whole Let's Play, nor I actually like having thoughts to myself when I play games. Like, I'm playing In Stars of Time right now, and I'm also considering if I want to play something like, dude, this set's almost over, is it? Holy shit. I've been talking for 30 minutes? Holy shit, fuck. What was I saying? I've been playing In Stars of Time right now, and being able to play those games for myself, I kind of don't like watching streams of people playing games that I have not played. And even then, when I watch people play streams of games that I have played, I don't know, it feels weird, dude. So I don't feel like I'd like to make content like that, really. So it feels like right now, like the only content I would like to make is shit like for Granblue and like fighting games. I've thought about doing shit for ZZZ, but ZZZ, despite the fact that I really like it, like I wasn't expecting to get got by a Hoyo game, but well, I guess I got, right? While I like it, there's like no way in hell you would ever catch me making a video about ZZZ. It's not like I'm ashamed to like it or anything. It's more like, what the fuck would I put in a video about ZZZ that hasn't been done already by someone who is more competent, capable, and with way more resources than me? Like, yapping videos about ZZZ, that game's not that complex to warrant those sort of yapping videos, and that market's already like sort of filled already, because that, like, it's Hoyo, dude. Hoyo has like 1 trillion billion people who like their series and will always comment on their series. There's like no point in me making videos about a Hoyo game, even if I really like it, because I have nothing to say. That's like, normally when I don't have anything to say about like Melty Blood, I still don't mind like putting it out there. I don't know enough about ZZZ to warrant putting myself out there on a video, I feel. But yeah, and when it comes to other gachas that I play, Counterside is kind of boring to watch. Counterside is one of those games that is fun to play, but god damn, is it boring to watch. I would not sentence my worst enemy to 1,000 years or even 10 hours of watching Counterside gameplay footage, dude. And that's like it for gachas I play seriously. I guess Octopath Travelers of the Continent, but I barely touched that game. And it comes to actual games, JRPGs, again, like I said before, I don't like watching streams or let's plays of other games, so why would I make one when I wouldn't even watch that sort of content myself? So that's it, really. I think I've gone through everything on the notepad. Let me double check real quick. So, quick TLDR on future videos and plans. I want to do Granblue, like a Granblue video, like once every 1 or 2 months. Oh shoot, there's one thing I didn't mention, but I'll do it at the end of the recap, I feel. I want to start getting better at art. I want to force myself to draw more, so that means the thumbnails are going to be of really bad quality, because I'm going to be drawing them personally, so it's just going to be like art shit. So I'm sorry for your eyes when you click on these videos, my bad. I don't want to record me playing games because I wouldn't watch that content, so why would I make it? I want to actually finish the H-Kkohaku wiki. I keep telling myself I am bad and not worth finishing the wiki until I find the secret sauce that makes H-Kkohaku super strong, or if I win a major or some shit. But let's be real here, it's better that I just finish the wiki before, so people can actually learn the character and they don't have to DM me every single time they want to learn something about the character. I want to categorize sets on the YouTube channel and maybe unlist them so it doesn't hog people's feedback boxes, but you guys can tell me if you want them to do that. And the goal is for June. By June, I want to have a big H-Kkohaku guide, but whether that happens will be based on how good I get at editing content. Like, I feel like I'll make it a video if I can, but I need to get better at editing to see how, if it will happen, right? And oh yeah, the plot point I didn't talk about, right? So I've been thinking about it, like Melty Blood React videos might be something I do on the channel once in a while, but those are like editing content. I actually have one that's done. If you look into like a video from like a month or so ago, I actually made like a Melty Blood React video to a wiki thing for the Melty Blood wiki. And I unlisted it because I was not really proud of the video, because I was like, okay, this is okay, this video is okay, the bones are okay, but I'd have to like edit it down to something I would like before I release it publicly and like put it in people's sub boxes or anything. And because I haven't edited it down yet, it's still unlisted. The link to it will be in the description, maybe. I forgot to put the link to my set with Skeleton in the last video's description because I was mad and I was not expecting people to actually fucking see that set and be like, yo bro, where's the FSA games that you're complaining about? I was not expecting people to actually fucking watch that video, so there is that. But I will actually upload this set. I might as well at this point. And I do need to I might just I might unlist the video so people can see like the full version, and I'll just edit down the version in my free time this January. So the idea is I want to do more with this channel come 2025. I also want to get out of my crummy Dunkin' Donuts job, but that's more personal shit that I'm not going to talk about. So the idea is to get like a better job and have a slightly better channel the coming year. But until then, dude, until then, like, that's it for this channel. For those of you who stuck around to the end of the video, holy shit, I keeps going. I put it on the right screen. Why is it over here? Okay. For those of you who watched this video to the end, thank you very, very much for watching it. And again, Happy New Year. And for those of you who are curious about the Third Strike remixes you're hearing in the background, it is Rework Productions mixes of Street Fighter 3. Street Fighter 3, the Best Cuts Ultra. So that's all the mixes you're hearing right now. I've been having this playlist on when I play or lab Melty or when I play Marvel Rivals. This guy's music is so good. Please listen to it and give him more streams and shit. The playlist will be linked in the description, and I think that is all for everything I wanted to talk about in regards to Melty Blood. Dude, okay, so it's not me. I put it over here. Dude, OBS and I are gonna have to fucking fight. Why is it always popping back up to the first monitor? Anyway, thank you for everyone who watches my videos. It actually means a lot to me that I have more reach than I thought I do. And see you guys. Maybe I'll make a video. Like, I know I said the next video I make is probably going to be like a Grand Blue like catch-up video. Oh wait, yeah, my next video is going to be Grand Blue, but the video after that should be like a Melty Blood yapping video. So thank you for you guys who actually watch the shit that I make. Again, like, it actually does mean a lot. And thank you for everyone who reached out to me and checked up on me after I created that rant video. I think that's it though. I was not expecting this update to take 41 minutes, but I suppose I do tend to ramble on and on and on. So thanks.